Hello, everybody. Welcome to Highland, a Beavis and Butt-Head rewatch podcast. My name is Chris Paw.
What up, humans? I'm Drew Mulkins.
This is one of the episodes we talk about a new episode of the show. The two shorts this week are Ear and Dearly Departed. Talk about Ear first. It was the first one. These are both young Beavis and Butt-Head. In Ear, they're doing a science project with the new Stewart, Cody, woke Stewart, woke reboot Stewart. Their new friend Cody.
He has a very different attitude. I mean, he is kind of the Stewart in that he's like the third guy that hangs around them sometimes, but he doesn't like to, or he
doesn't enjoy them.
He doesn't like them particularly. It's just.
Yeah, it's true. Stewart.
He's also an outcast, so they try to go to him to play video games and stuff sometimes, and they got paired up together. It's probably
the similarity to Stewart is that they're using him.
Yeah, and I would think that in this episode, probably no one else volunteered to be the partners for any of these three kids.
Yeah, so they all got paired together.
So they got paired together, and he was forced once again.
I imagine the school just treats, because we haven't seen much of the school in the new. I guess we did in the perfume or the cologne episode.
Yeah,
but
no, because
it starts out in the school, and they
it starts out. The guys in the school, like the security guards in the school, but they're already outside of the school.
I just mean we haven't really seen. They don't show much. Oh We haven't really seen many school episodes.
That's true.
That I can think of Weird Girl, and there's a couple, but I feel like I feel like the original Seat Run had a lot more of the school, but But I imagine the school just thinks of Beavis and Butt-Head as one student.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
They're just
They've definitely been in Vin Diesel's class, and, there's a couple... there's that new Christian girl that's interacted with them a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's actually more lunchroom at the school than there used to be.
That's true. I think more of it's in the lunchroom... And less is just in the backs of classrooms.
Yeah. On my rewatch of the original run, though, I'm finding a lot of things I didn't remember, though. So
yeah,
we'll get into all that. But we're here to talk about Ear. This episode, they're doing they get stuck on a science project. Cody's gonna do all the work, so he leaves them. This is kind of on him. He leaves the two of them outside with a picnic table full of explosives.
Yeah, and he says don't touch anything, especially not the engine for the rocket, which is just an explosive.
Yeah, which is just that is if you want.
Never
Beavis
say especially
Beavis
and Butt-Head.
Don't
blow
tell
something
them not
else to do something.
Yeah, that's exactly how you get them to do that.
Yeah.
So they grab a rocket they want to blast Beavis into space.
Yeah.
So he puts it on his butt. It doesn't work there. Then for some reason decides his schlong would be a better placement.
Yeah, that would make it work.
And then that doesn't work. So they put it on up to his ear, and it finally works.
Well, yeah, he's trying to listen and see if there's something wrong with it, and Butt-Head hits the igniter while he's doing that. And for some reason this time it works.
Yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason. And this is where this is a weird episode to me because my memory of the early show is they're constantly in pain. There's always something happening and they react to it, but he has he's deaf, but he doesn't really seem like it hurts at all to have his ear blown off.
Yeah, he kind of yells when it happens, but then
he's like, "Whoa, something sounded really cool."
Yeah.
which is it's a strange reaction, but it's Beavis. So yeah, his ear blows off. They try to replace it first with a pine cone, because they think it just blew it up so hard that it broke into like splayed pieces or something.
Wow, I find these ears all over the bottoms of forests all the time. People must lose a lot of ears to explosives in the forest.
That's too heavy, so the tape won't hold it. So they try a bug. This time they staple a roach to his ear.
They fully they use one of those like, not like a stapler, like an office stapler, but one of those like big green ones with like the hand grips in it. Like one of those heavy duty staplers.
We've gone straight into his brain.
Yeah.
But it goes over. I like how the animation, it goes over the bug perfectly to where it's still alive. It's just trapped on the side of his head.
Yeah.
Because that's when Cody comes back and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Because the bug wasn't moving earlier, but then it starts moving as soon as Cody shows up again.
I love that was the best like animation in this segment for me. It was just the bug starting to move. So that leads them to then I forget what happens next.
Then Cody points out that the ear is on the bottom of Butt-Head's shoe.
Oh, yeah. So the bug falls off, and then they find his actual ear, which has been stuck to Butt-Head's shoe the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gross.
He
gross.
scrapes it off as like it's dog poo or something. Like, not worried about if it's gonna damage the ear. He just scrapes it onto the concrete.
Yeah, it's a funny because it leaves a color like a reddish brown. Like, it's not just blood. It's like smush skin from the ear or something.
Yeah. And then Butt-Head tries to glue the ear back on. It looks like a bottle of like Elmer's glue, but given how good it actually works, it definitely was something else.
Well, Cody calls it an epoxy.
Yeah, he does call it an epoxy, so it's not Elmer's glue.
Yeah, it's like a super glue.
But Butt-Head glues his ear to his forehead and doesn't realize until he's like, "No, that's the right place." Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, that's not the right place. Doesn't look right. Cody wants to send them to the hospital, which is another like Beavis is just annoyed. Like, it's just, oh, here we go to the emergency room. Like, he's always there.
Yeah. So, instead of that, they decide to grab another rocket engine thing, whatever it is, and blow the ear off of his forehead so that they could just glue it back on with the epoxy.
Yeah, so Butt-Head keeps calling it a rocket engine, which I guess it technically would be.
Yeah, well, that's what Cody was calling it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's an explosive that's like acting as an engine for the their little rockets that he built. So they he decides to blow the ear back off of his head because it's stuck. They did get me because I didn't.
I did not. They cut away either.
They cut away while he does it, and then Cody walks over and like they blow the ear back off. You hear the explosion, and Cody walks back over, and then Beavis turns, and you like at first you're like it's still on his forehead, and you're like. Then you kind of put it together because they showed his ear fly past the camera when they were when it was on Cody, And then he turns his head and his other ear's blown off.
Yeah, he just has little tiny hole, like a dolphin blowhole kind of thing on the side of his head.
Yeah, with like like black streaks.
Yeah,
just yeah.
Soot from the explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's got no ears. Cody's like, you guys cannot blow any more ears off in my yard.
Yeah, you guys can't come anywhere near the science table anymore. You have to leave now. Well,
he puts his foot down after 2 ears.
Yeah. At that point, though, they do find it. It's on the roof of the house. But Cody's so pissed that he's like, we're not even worried about getting that ear down. You guys just get the hell out of my house.
What is he? They noticed that it's on the roof, and Beavis is like, you know what we should do is blow my other ear back off.
Yeah.
He still wants the one on his forehead. He wants to finish so they can throw that one at the other ear to get it off
yes,
the roof.
That's his plan.
That's when that's why Cody put his foot down at
yeah.
You can't blow any more ears off in my yard.
Yep. So then they start walking away. Classic Beavis and Butt-Head walking away.
Walking into the sunset.
End of the episode. Yeah, because the sun is going down at this point.
And yeah, he keeps trying to. Butthead keeps trying to talk to him, and he's like, "What? What?"
Yeah, and then Beavis keeps like not hearing him, and then saying the same thing as him.
Oh yeah, they do that gag a lot.
Oh yeah,
too.
they both say we learned a lesson here. Cody is an asshole.
Yeah, Cody sucks.
Yeah, Cody sucks. That's what it is. And then Beavis says, I didn't hear what you said, but you know what? We learned a lesson.
Yeah.
Cody sucks.
Yeah.
And then a squirrel. This is maybe my favorite little bit of animation. The squirrel runs by holding the ear, and that just kind of wraps up the whole thing.
Yeah. This was a weird one. I did watch it yesterday, this first one, but I was doing other stuff. It came on because I was watching the other ones.
Oh yeah.
And so I wasn't really paying attention, and I didn't like this yesterday. But I guess what took I liked it more this time. There's some really funny stuff in there, but it's. A couple of the bits that come out of it, like Beavis repeating what he said because he didn't hear him. Just that he had the same idea. And the stuff I mentioned that I pointed out that I liked, but I just thought it was I don't know we'll talk about it more in the next one too, but they're just almost too stupid in this one.
Yeah.
Where like it doesn't even register to him that it's bad that his ear's blowing off.
Yeah. The whole thing, I don't know. I'm not crazy about this one. It's all right. There's definitely some funny bits in it. But yeah, it's not a great one. There definitely are some really funny bits. And do we want to move on to the men behind the dolls? Or do we want to talk about this a little bit more first?
Well, I don't know. There was some good stuff in it. It's just weird. It's just a weird one.
Yeah.
Because I guess there are plenty of them where they're as stupid. I mean, it's not
and yeah,
it's not worse than it's ever been, but it's like I don't know. I feel like he should have had more of some kind of reaction to the ear being blown off.
Although multiverse counter, these definitely are not the Beavis and Butt-Head that grow into middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yes, because this is now a universe where Beavis has no ears.
Maybe he got that taken care of, but I would think there would be like some crazy scars or something. I don't feel like that this is the same ones.
And I mean, obviously, like cartoon logic
Yeah.
is it always resets, but
but that really made for the fun reveal of the second ear being blown off.
that was
That
good.
was done well.
Yeah. Yeah, the multiverse thing. We keep talking about it. We haven't actually kept count.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, but we've only the newer or the first run episodes, the rewatch. Like these review ones, we don't have to worry about it. But we should, while we've only got 5 or 6 up, we should look back and actually take account.
Well, I don't think there's been like an episode in the original series where they died outside of Peace, Love, and Understanding.
Yeah, I guess there would only be 2 at the point we're at, but that's the other well, it's the same podcast, but
yeah,
the other part of this project. So the video segment is it's a YouTube video called The Man Behind the Dolls.
Yeah.
Well, did you get any more? Was there a name, or is that just
the
name
of the video?
There was
like the white scroll at the beginning. I completely missed it.
Yeah,
but he had a thing on his wall that said The Man Behind the Doll. So we're going with that as the title.
That is what the scroll said.
Okay.
They did put that on the thing.
Okay,
yeah.
I completely missed that. Yeah, this is kind of a real life Waylon Smithers in a way.
Yeah, it's a YouTuber that's also a doll collector and is just showing off his all the different Barbies that he has, and the riff they do on it is really good. 'Cause at first they're talking about like Beavis is like, I don't get it. They're all Barbie. They're all called Barbie, but they all have different jobs.
Yeah.
Which is I've never.
Yeah.
How does she have
the time to hold down all these careers?
Or what? Like, why are all of their names Barbie?
Yeah.
Like they're different.
Maybe that's a multiverse. The unexplored crossover multiverse that is Barbie that came way before anything else.
Well, the Barbie movie, if you take that as the thing, they are all just different
people.
They're all just
separate
different
people, but they're all named Barbie.
Yeah. Very good. 5 stars for the Barbie movie. I love
the Barbie movie. It was great.
Yeah, so I guess that is relevant. We're talking about the Barbie video and the thing. So then it goes into classic Butt-Head. Just they should have a Your Mom Barbie.
Yeah.
That just has a line of Kens out the door.
Yeah.
And, my favorite part of this is because he keeps going and it's like your mom's dream house would be a mattress and a bottle of tequila. But my favorite part is how Beavis finally, like, he grabs his head and starts kicking him.
That is
which
so
is
good,
a very good fighting move. Like, it just kind of just like almost a jiu-jitsu move Beavis
does. Is going in on Butt-Head, and Butt-Head is not giving up on getting one more joke out of this.
Yeah, he's that's what I wrote down. Just he continues the bit while he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And he's kicking him back too.
Because and the joke, the Beavis's mom Barbie is only $30 for 30 minutes.
Yeah. $30 for 30 minutes. Yeah. God, it's that's the funniest part of this short for me is the video and the fight and everything.
Yeah, there's a quick thing where they show the Wicked Barbies, and Beavis asks if the Wicked Witch of the West has green boobs.
Yeah.
I think that was worth mentioning, but
yeah, that was a funny bit.
Yeah, that's like the only like one-off joke in the video.
And Butthead completely dismisses it. He's like, "Quit trying to change the subject. Your
Yeah.
mom's a slut." Like,
that was good.
Gets back to work.
Yeah, they had to put that in there.
Putting that work in on his mom. I do want to note too, the science project thing is also it was the first Daria episode.
Yeah,
she was doing a science project.
Yeah, that's kind of
them.
funny that those two we just. For those of you who follow the whole podcast, we just put up our scientific stuff review earlier this week. So, and that isn't and what they ended up doing, but the beginning of that episode also had to do with rockets, not using them correctly, like Cody was attempting to do here. But yeah, there's some definite connective tissue between these two episodes.
That I'm realizing Cody is a bit of a hybrid between Daria and
I can see
Stuart.
that.
There's
that's it. Maybe
similar traits to both.
Maybe this is a similar thing where this is some kind of punishment for some terrible project that they did hand in, that they have to now be paired up with Cody much the same way they were paired up with Daria. So this could be this could be a lot like scientific stuff. We don't have the backstory.
It could be that could be why he skipped that part. He's like, I already did that gag, so let's just get to the science project of it. So what do you got? I'm gonna go 3 stars on this one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. 3 stars. I think it's a little funnier than like a 2.5 star episode, but it's still weird and off-putting to see Beavis with no ears, and an ear attached to his forehead. It's funny, but I don't know. There's a weird vibe to it, definitely.
Yeah, I guess it's like. It also kind of does remind me of early episodes because the plot is so thin.
Yeah, it is very thin. It's a lot of gags.
And it's just like one. It's more of a bit than a full beginning, middle, end sketch kind of thing.
And it's longer than. Well, I think it's longer than the bits used to be. It feels that way. Maybe that's because they only put in one video now.
Yeah.
That thing with the dolls, that's it.
Yeah, that's true. They, there's hardly...
That's the way it goes every episode. Every episode, there's a video during the first segment and a video during the second segment. And there might be a video in between the two. But lately, there's been a cartoon short in between the two.
That's actually closer to the length that the original shorts would have been.
Yeah. So I feel like
being padded out with 7 or 8 music videos.
Yeah. So I feel like we get more animation on the new show than we used to. Although I've never the YouTube videos might go on longer than the music videos did. I'm not sure about that. It still feels like it's about a 3-minute segment, though.
Yeah.
I haven't timed them.
Well,
I don't know if they're 5 minutes.
So that's our ratings on that. Yeah. We can get into that actually, because it's one of those. It's another. It's a Van Driesen short. Called Nature Sounds this time. I think the last one was the dating app.
Or Songs of Nature.
Yeah. Sounds of Nature.
I expected them to go back to the dating thing. They might still. The season's not over.
Yeah.
But with the whole... It has a theme song. That seems like a lot of work. And maybe that's just the joke of the whole thing, is that it has a theme song for this very deflated, barely a story thing that happens.
Yeah, it's just Van Driesen messing up something.
Yeah. This very sad thing.
he's he's playing guitar and then it realizes it's out of tune.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he tunes it, and as he's tuning it, a string snaps, which knocks him over the cliff he's sitting next
Yeah,
to
I
in
feel
nature.
like he's trying. He wrote a song and he's trying to record him playing it. It's about a mountain, and he's trying to record him playing it from the top of a mountain. And it's the implication is that it's for some sort of social media. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely yeah, maybe these are videos. You could think of
Yeah.
it that way too. These are just things that Van Driesen is trying on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, this is his
Yeah,
TikTok
this
account.
feels very TikTok-y.
Yeah.
So,
Which yeah,
but yeah, when the strings break, and he admits later that he was in the wrong octave.
yeah.
But yeah, the strings break, and the camera, I don't know if there was a tripod or what, but the camera goes down with him. This is actually probably the most impressive animation bit that happens in this episode, even though it's not in the Beavis and Butt-Head section. They animate the camera following him down the mountain, and they're, bouncing on slightly different.
Yeah,
It
like
looks
they're
like
falling as two separate objects.
if it actually happened,
yeah.
a lot of thought was put into how this animation happened. And then at the bottom, there's, of course, a mountain lion waiting for him, because that is the luck of the Van Driesen.
Yeah. This is another, because Van Driesen, I mean, in his first appearance, he died. So
Yeah.
This is always a new Van Driesen across the multiverse. The many deaths of David Van Driesen
exists because Mike Judge hates hippies and he wants to hurt hippies.
It's
I'm convinced that's all it is at this point.
Yeah. I would assume the hippies that Mike Judge hates are the ones like in between now and the original hippies that were just
That's
useless.
True. Well,
the new age
Mike Judge has grown up. Hippies have grown
hippies.
up. But yeah, this older Van Driesen's a different. He's a more like today hippie than before. He was more like a 60s hippie, kind of out of time in the 90s. Or at least the 90s like guy who wanted to be, but now he's more of a farmer's market.
Yeah, I don't eat gluten.
Shops at Fresh Time, kind of, or Whole Foods, or whatever. Loves a radicchio salad, kind of friggin' 60-year-old, always wears a drug rug kind of guy. You know that guy. I met that guy.
This Van Driesen to me, and I support protests and everything. This Van Driesen would wear one of those pussy hats. This is
he would.
He would be that kind of protester.
Yeah.
So the next short, we haven't been rating those, so
I don't know that they need a rating. It's just it's a short. It's good.
It's kind of they're kind of filler, and they're like a fun little thing.
That's
like
the thing. We'd have to judge them compared to the other shorts, I think, rather than I wouldn't compare these to episodes of Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yeah,
I like this.
The other ones are the.
I'll say I like this less than Tom Anderson's War Stories, like any of them. But more. Well, it's about on par with the other Van Driesen. I maybe like that one. I don't know. I think the other Van Driesen one was actually better. So this is maybe my least favorite short, but it was still very funny.
The dating one, but I think the shorter these are, the better.
Yeah, but like I said, there
like
was that brilliant bit of animation in the middle. So like these are all solid. They're solid, but I don't think that they need to be rated like episodes.
Yeah, so Dearly Departed. This one is also really stupid.
Yeah.
It starts with Beavis bringing in nachos to the couch, and he sets them down. He drops one, and a mouse grabs it.
Yep.
So he moves the couch to chase the mouse into the vent.
Yeah.
And gets stuck in it. And Butthead comes in. It's like hours, maybe even a day
they
later.
did a full day transition, like day into night, outside the house.
Yeah,
like you see the sun go down and the moon come out and the sun come up again.
Yeah, a day later. So this the what I counted right here that is important to what we're doing to point out is Butthead's like, you missed work and school.
Yeah.
So they're I mean, we knew that already, but there's something about the way he said it and like called it our house.
Yeah.
That makes me think they do both. They both live here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they missed each other in the morning.
Yeah.
The day before or some overnight.
Yeah, and Butthead wasn't there when this whole mouse incident happened in the first place. Or maybe he was in a different room.
Yeah. Yeah, he was somewhere. He calls it our house, but he missed a whole day and night.
Yeah.
On the couch. So they do separate activities.
Yeah.
They would do separate days. And it made me I want an episode now where they get separated and you actually see what they do without each other the whole day. I don't know if that's ever happened or not.
My mind immediately goes to the one where Beavis gets stuck with that weird guy who kind of looks like Butthead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is one. There's also been like the ones where one of them are hurt and the other one goes looking for help and you see them adventure alone. But I can't think of any where it wasn't like the plot wasn't related to what, you know what I mean, where they're like just going about their separate days because they have their own doctors like whatever they do, their own court appointments. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Like that kind of thing. Like I want to see some solo episodes for each of them.
Yeah. And Fire. When Beavis talks to Fire, the Beavis and Fire episode.
That's true. He's on an.
There's no Butthead in that episode.
He's on an errand on his own in that one.
Yeah.
So Butthead comes in and Beavis is stuck in the vent and everything, which could be the beginning of a weird step sibling point.
Yeah.
Oh no, stepbrother, what are you doing in the vent? How'd you get in there? But that's not what happens. Butthead is sort of calls out for him, even though he doesn't see him.
Yeah.
Or does Beavis says something first, and Butthead's like, "Oh, where are you?" And he's like, "I'm in a dark place, and I can see a light at the end of a tunnel."
Yeah.
Which is the other end of the vent. And Butthead's like, that's what it looks like when people are dead.
Yeah, that's what they say in movies in the Bible.
Yeah, in the Bible or something. To get through this one a little faster, maybe this they have this conversation, and how does he end up out of the vent? Because Butthead moves the couch over.
Yeah, Butthead
hurts his legs. And sticks him in there even more so.
They do answer this. He had been trying to get out of the vent. He suddenly comes up with the idea of trying to back out of the vent. Because I guess he had been trying to get out of the vent by continuing to go further forward for like
try backing
24 hours. But then he finally tried backing out.
That is very funny. I didn't catch that.
Yeah. And then he shows up in the bathroom behind Butthead, who sees him in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God, you're a ghost."
Yeah, Butthead's in the mirror doing this thing where he's like, oh yeah, have you heard about the dead kid? I used to sit next to him, which is in Butthead's mind, that's their relationship. Is he used to sit next to him. He doesn't mention like literally everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
I used to sit next to him.
They used to sit next to each other in class and at home.
Yeah, or on the bus and everywhere else. On the couch in their middle age and everything.
So Butthead turns around and smacks him, which should have just been the end of it, but no. They continue on with this "you're a ghost" thing.
Yeah, they still think he's a ghost. He tries to walk through the wall multiple times.
Yep, and he decides that the wall is broken and that it has nothing to do with he's obviously a ghost.
And so the catalyst for the next scene is they're like, you're never gonna score, and he's like, I could score with dead chicks, and he's like, whoa, there's dead chicks at the graveyard. And that's when you're like, oh no, they've seen too many Misfits videos.
Yeah, I was worried about where this was headed from here.
I was for sure thought they were gonna dig a girl up or something. And,
I'm glad they went a different route.
Didn't go there. I love where it did go was they go and there's a funeral. And they automatically assume it's Beavis's funeral.
Yeah, I want to back up just a second because there is a cute moment where Beavis just walks up to a tombstone and says, "Hey, I just died. I was wondering if you had any tips."
He's always a little worried.
Yeah, those probably aren't the exact words, but that was the sentiment of what he was saying.
So they see this funeral and they believe it's Beavis's funeral, which is insane. But
they assume he's the only person that could have possibly died.
Yeah, because
in this area.
There's also a picture next to the coffin that's there and everything.
This is a military funeral. I think this is important to note.
Yeah,
this was some sort of seemed maybe decorated, even like he was. He was a good guy.
They're all decorated.
He was a real good guy
at that age. It was an important funeral. Which, all funerals are important, I suppose. But and
then Beavis goes up to, or he overhears people talking about the dead guy, and he kind of puts in little comments like they're talking about him.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Yeah.
And then Butthead is... this is a running thing with Butthead, I've noticed. There's an older lady that he's like... She's hugging everybody.
The widow is getting hugged by a lot of people that are there. So he's waiting around by the widow to see if he can get in on some hug action.
Yeah, which would almost be sweet in a way... that he just wants a hug, like it could be a very sad thing.
Yeah, but no, coming from Butthead, it is not.
Yeah, he's trying to. He thinks it's gonna get away. It's a doorway to scoring.
Yeah, or there's something real creepy about that hug.
Yeah. What else? So then they realize that these people all are there for Beavis, and that if they see him, they're gonna think he's alive, and they're gonna be mad at him for being alive.
Yeah. Also, Beavis does mention that he doesn't recognize anybody here.
Yeah.
And Butthead just covers that up with like, "Oh, these people knew your mom."
Yeah, all these people banged your mom.
Yeah. Why isn't your mom here?
Yeah. Yeah, Beavis is like, oh, she misses a lot of my stuff. She's a busy lady.
So again, military funeral. So at this point, they take the flag off of the coffin and they walk over, and now they're folding it in front of everybody. So he's taking this opportunity to get inside of the coffin.
While no one's
because that's where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to get his ass kicked.
and they do they do show an arm. He's like, there's a guy at the Butt-Head. There's already a guy in here, and he tries to pull him out, but he's not strong enough. But all they show is an arm, and there's a really funny second where he gives up, but instead of putting the arm back in, he like kicks it. Yep. And it flops over.
So he decides to just get in with the corpse.
Yeah, he's like, scoot over. They lower the coffin, and he's like, I guess I'm on my way to those ghost chicks.
Yeah.
Which he may very well be. Butt-Head walks away, and he's like, all right, whatever, Beavis, I'll see you at home.
Yeah, this is interesting because this is I think this is kind of more of a original series death. You don't see a lot of these kind of deaths
where they're sort of like, did he or
didn't he? That happened a lot more in the original series.
Yeah.
Whereas Mike Judge kind of liked the freedom of explicitly killing these dudes on screen for a while, especially back in season 1 and season 2 a bit. So yeah, it's kind of there haven't been a lot of did he didn't he kind of deaths.
Yeah, it's definitely implied. I mean, if he gets buried,
I don't feel like Butt-Head's gonna say anything at that point.
Yeah,
and I don't think anybody else noticed.
Yep.
So
Butt-Head walks away.
Yeah, oh yeah, Butt-Head left. So I don't really see a way out of this for Beavis, but he didn't explicitly die.
This is kind of another one where it's like, I don't know if we're allowed to have these logos on YouTube.
I don't know either. We usually just drink water.
You're fine. We got sodas today. Because when Butt-Head walks away, he's like, whatever, Beavis, I'll see you at home. Which means like these two are like, and it's what bothered me a little about the first one, where it's like they're too stupid to realize that this is bad, that his ear's blown off.
Yeah.
Here they don't even understand dying.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if he just thinks that Beavis is just going to be there, or if he thinks that Beavis is haunting the house, and it kind of doesn't matter that he went. Because
I guess he already thinks
now.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It's not like it makes that big much difference. It's pretty stupid the whole time. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden like, what? These guys are idiots. But yeah, you are to assume that either Beavis is buried and suffocates in that coffin next to, buried with the soldier, or he freaks out and it interrupts the whole funeral, and that's a whole scene where
that could be too, that maybe he thrashed around enough to get the lid open before they started dumping the dirt on.
Once he starts panicking. But
it's possible
Beavis and him, like, who knows how long he would wait to be in, and if he thinks he's a ghost, then he's not gonna be worried about getting hurt. So buried alive, the dark thing behind this episode, I think.
Yeah.
Beavis goes out buried alive. So both of these are multiverse, like their own universes, you would think.
Yep. Because I really do think Beavis dies at the end of that one.
I do. I like how this episode towed the line with the scoring with dead chicks at the cemetery thing. I really did not want to see them dig up any bodies. It'd be creepy. I'm really glad that didn't go there. I trust Mike Judge a little more after this one, because his take is always. It's never the obvious thing, but it's always kind of obvious. Like, it's like them happening upon a funeral at the graveyard makes total sense.
Yeah, neither one of these episodes really went the way I thought it would. So, and yeah, props to Mike Judge for that. Or, and whoever else is in the writer's room. We talk about this show like one guy writes it.
That's true. Yeah, we should.
So big props to the whole writing staff at Mike Judge's Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yeah, we should maybe credit the writers more on the rewatch thing to the other writers, because season 2 they added a whole team. Back then too. So then we have the video segment in this one. Or did you have anything else for?
No.
The video segment for this one is called Real Men Style, and it's just
5 ways to fold a pocket square that every man should know.
Yeah, it's just about pocket squares. They don't really comment.
Yeah,
on that. They.
This is just an excuse to get them to talking about suits.
That's right. Because Beavis is like, "What's a suit?" And Butthead's like, "I think it's one of those thingies we have to wear to court."
Yeah.
And this, for me, I love this. We don't cuss on here a whole lot, but because it's YouTube. But I love this because it's a little bit of character development.
Yeah.
It's informative more about the consequences and
Sometimes during the video segments you get some more information about those dark parts of life that are too dark for episodes of there's not an episode of Beavis and Butt-Head where they're standing trial. Like that is okay, that could be funny. But
they never show like the actual mom, but they always but we know a lot about her mostly through video segments of them.
They talk about their life.
Yeah.
So they and they mentioned that they get court appointed lawyers.
And the other thing is they the number of times that they've been to court that they have like this spiel where they're like and then you go and they're always like, well, you're a young man and blah 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 because of your mental illness and blah 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 blah, second chances. And it's like, how many chances do I have to take? Do I have to get?
And I think
they refer to it as juvenile court.
Only Beavis said the thing about like the mental handicap. So I don't think Butthead's like, I think there's more evidence and maybe more documentation of Beavis's particular
maybe
handicap.
An actual diagnosis somewhere on paper. So does that mean, do you think Butthead is even more neglected?
Maybe, because he's not that he's not that far ahead of Beavis, really.
I think he's dumber. I think Beavis is actually the smart one. It's just his mental illness makes him codependent on an idiot.
And he's more of a go with the flow kind of guy and lets the other guy kind of take charge.
This is why I relate to Beavis and Butt-Head. I have spent many years of my life being codependent with an idiot. With someone dumber than me. I like this video segment a lot. There is one stretch where he's like, they're going back and forth mocking what they've heard in court. And Butthead goes, you said you're on her. Which, you're on her. Yeah. Which is such a stretch, but also not a stretch at the same time.
And then they start talking about like, boy, I bet I'm glad there's no adult court. There's just juvenile court. And Butthead's like, I'm sure as soon as we turn 18, they're going to invent it.
Yeah, and then we'll have to keep getting chances.
Then we're going to have to keep getting more chances. Which kind of brings me back to the Scared Straight episode too, where
I don't remember
they make
that
friends.
One,
they have to go visit a prison, as part of the Scared. This is the original series. McVicker sends them to a prison, but then they just end up making really good friends with the prisoners, and they decide to go back. Another tour is starting as they're leaving, so they just join those people so they can go hang out with the prisoners again. It's a classic episode. We'll be getting to it before too long. I think it's either in season 2 or 3. Probably 2, so it won't be that long.
Alrighty. So that is Dearly Departed. What do you got on this one?
I like this more than the last one. I'll give it 4 stars.
I give it. I had 3 as well. Although, like, after talking about it, I feel like I did enjoy this one more. So I'm gonna say 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I think
it's kind of a. I guess the setup for me was like.
There's a lot more plot here.
They end up at the cemetery and everything, which I didn't account because this was the other one I watched a little, like, didn't catch all of yesterday and kind of had because the whole vent thing and, like, I know Butthead's stupid, but is he also blind? Like, he didn't see like his legs, like he walks right by all this. Like, it's real testament to how oblivious they are.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like the gag,
I hear you, but I can't see you. That means you're a ghost.
The gag has to be so funny for me to overcome the blatant stupidity that like things that have to be ignored to get there.
Yeah.
That it takes just a little bit away from me, and it's all still funny, but just he does get around it by animating Butthead's, like, one dot for his eyeballs are looking up the entire time that he walks past, which I don't know why he's walking around into the room, like, looking for Beavis, but looking at the ceiling.
Well, in the last one, the stupidity kind of doesn't go anywhere. You know? It doesn't lead them anywhere.
Yeah, other than just
blowing
stupidity.
Beavis's other ear off is just, that's not a destination for the episode. But messing with all these people at the cemetery and at the funeral, that is like a place for their stupidity to take them.
And it leads to him very likely actually dying.
Yeah.
So it's I do like this one more.
There's just a lot more happened.
Yeah.
It's just a better plotted episode, I think. The other one's just kind of a more madcap.
Yeah. It's
I don't even want to use the word adventure because it all takes place in one dude's backyard.
Yeah, it's there's not many locations to it or anything.
Yeah, it's very kind of bare bones. Just classic Beavis and Butt-Head playing with explosives, pretty much.
Yeah. At least they didn't put the explosives in a bug or in the squirrel or something.
Yeah. So overall, this is a serviceable episode of Beavis and Butt-Head. Not one of the better ones from the season so far, but certainly not bad. Like a good episode.
It is 2 in a row with no middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head.
Yeah.
Which looks like they're back next week.
Yeah,
so
they're supposed to be back next week.
That's good.
Yeah, those they're really funny. They do very good stories with them this season.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we will see you all on Tuesday. Talking about the second.
Yeah, the second episode of the second season. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what it is, but hey, thank you, Drive Through.